just wanted to give a couple of shout outs in scholarship world. I want to thank the foundation. Thank you. And Sarah Catanza. I want to thank my cozy scholarship coaches. You guys rocked. Yvette Butler, you have my heart. You were so patient with me and very, very helpful. Whenever I needed it, you were always there. So that rocked. And the rest of your team, of course, Nikedra and Crystal, you guys were amazing. And then last but not least, I want to say a big thank you to Kim Sanders, my financial aid person. You have the patience of a saint. Yes, because I was constantly emailing her and she took the time out to respond to all, probably, 5,000 emails. But anyway, she made my life easier. You all did. I can't even express how thankful I am to all of you guys, because I certainly had no idea what I was doing, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you. I can't. Thank you enough. Thank you.
And from me, just one more thank you. Hello, I'm Lisa James, Executive Director of the Pikes Peak Community College Foundation. To the 400 students, reviewers, volunteers, and donors who are here today, we are so glad to be together in a safe way. No pandemic can lessen the importance of what we're doing here, shining a light on the generosity that changes lives through PPCC. To our student scholarship recipients, congratulations. Yes, you earned a scholarship, and you have done so much more. It's like our friend who started this event. You had some really big life challenges. Even so, in your 40s, you enrolled in college to deal with being financially and mentally wrecked. And now you know you are not too dumb and you are not too slow. And those are your words, not ours. We cannot wait to cheer you in December when you graduate with every ECE certificate PPCC offers. And those straight A's, you rocked this. Throughout the next hour, you will hear from our students who have a lot to say about being a college student in 2020. We received videos from more than 100 scholarship recipients. So, by the way, if you don't see your video today, I promise we are sharing them with the donors for your scholarship. So now I'm going to hand it off to our students, the students of PPCC.
Hello, I'm Russ Fellers, the Vice President of Education Programs for the Rocky Mountain Chapter of AFCEA. We are dedicated to advancing the growth of STEM professionals in the El Paso County area. We are proud of our PPCC partnership to provide STEM scholarships for students returning to school after entering the workforce out of high school, working parents improving their quality of life so they can give to their children, veterans, and those on their way to a four-year degree. From all AFCEA members, thank you to PPCC for the educational opportunities you provide, and our best wishes to all the scholarship recipients.
I feel so honored to have received a scholarship from the PPCC Foundation. I'm a first-generation Mexican-American and also the first in my family to attend college. Not only has this scholarship helped me out financially, but I have also gained the confidence to pursue my dream career in radiology. I'm a busy mom of 2 boys and also work a full-time job, so this scholarship also encourages me to maintain that work ethic in my studies.
Hello, my name is Sage Lopez, and I just wanted to thank you for giving me a scholarship from the Pikes Peak Foundation. This scholarship has been a big help for many reasons. Getting a roof over my head and keeping the roof over my head and keeping my cars running has been a big help, as well as some of the school supplies that I've had to purchase over the semester.
Being an adult learner and going back to school is seriously a challenge, especially having children. This scholarship, though, has really impacted my life. It has given me the financial freedom to be able to spend more time with my children, but it has also motivated me to focus on my studies, to keep my grades up, and to be an active part of the society with volunteering and learning activities. It's been great.
What the Cozy Scholarship means to me is I can leave college a little less further in debt than I currently am because I won't have to take out as much student loans. And it also is a talking point for my children and I, for me being able to show them, not just tell them and give them lip service about what it means when you actually put forth the effort and the hard work and the dedication to being able to accomplish your dreams and what you want out of life.
There, my name's Amalia Laura Leidy. I was awarded the Inspire Scholarship this year. It's my first time receiving a scholarship, so again, to the Pikes Peak Community College Scholarship Foundation and my scholarship donor, thank you so much for taking your time and your money and your effort to invest in me. I really appreciate it. This scholarship has definitely already enabled me to do things that I didn't think I was going to be able to do this year. It's paid for my tuition, it's paid for my books, and it's also helped fund my PC that I built myself to help me do my graphic design work and my web development work.
Because of this scholarship, I will be graduating next semester with all 4 culinary degrees, and I've started my own home-based business with everything that I've learned at school.
Hello, this PPCC Foundation Scholarship has really helped me advance in my education to be an automotive tech. I retired from the military and I really wanted to start my second career as an automotive tech. And this scholarship has really helped me and blessed me in so many ways, because in the field as an automotive tech, you need quite a bit of specialty tools. And this scholarship has really helped me to be able to afford those specialty tools.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Hernandez. Receiving this scholarship from the PPCC Foundation has given me the opportunity to pursue my dream as a social worker. It has opened a variety of doors for me in my future. The Kane Scholarship has helped me become a full-time student and do what I love. It has also influenced me to keep working harder. I will be transferring to a 4-year university to complete my bachelor's degree and will then be attending grad school to complete my master's degree. I would like to say thank you for allowing me to pursue my goals and giving me this big step in life towards success. Not only has the Kane Scholarship Foundation helped me become a first-generation student to receive a college education, but it has helped me become a young, hardworking, dazzling, and independent individual. My family and I are forever grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you to the ENT Credit Union for my scholarship. This money really means a lot, not just to me, but for my family as well. As a full-time mom and a full-time student, my money really never seems to go as far as I would like it to. So receiving this scholarship has really helped me reach my goal of obtaining a degree so that I can provide a better future, not just for myself, but for my family as well.
Hello! What this scholarship means to me is that I'm just one step closer to achieving my dream. I hope to one day have my own interior design firm, and after receiving this scholarship, I feel like I can breathe a little bit more and focus on my classes and have just a better sight of the finish line, which has been so tremendously helpful.
Hello, my name is Alyssa. I received the Cozy Scholarship spring semester of this year for the RN to BSN program. This scholarship is helping me achieve a dream that I've had for most of my life, and that's to become a registered nurse following the footsteps of my mother and grandmother.
This scholarship has changed my life because it has allowed me to pursue my passion for animals by going for my dream career of becoming a zookeeper.
Hello, my name is Nahum Zode, and I'm honored to be granted with the Career Readiness Scholarship. This means a lot to me because as someone who was raised by a single hardworking mother, this scholarship can help me carry on her hardworking legacy.
It took a lot of work to get to today. It took students who are clear about their goals and how a degree or certificate could help them achieve those dreams. It took an army of volunteers who reviewed the application. Every qualified application was read by at least 3 different people, and that is a gold standard in scholarship management. It took most of all donors who believe that lives are changed by education, and so they made active decisions to invest in our students, to believe in them, knowing that PPCC is a workforce development pipeline that is nimble in addressing our region's needs. The Pikes Peak Community College Foundation exists to support the students of PPCC and those programs that support and enhance their education. The growth in scholarships over the last 5 years has been exponential. We are also grateful for the other contributions we've received, significant capital investments, first in the Marie Walsh Sharp Creative Commons, and then in our Center for Healthcare Education and Simulation. These investments have made possible special programs and special equipment that has been essential in helping our students get through this pandemic. The core of our growth, however, is in scholarships. In 2014, then Lieutenant Governor Joe Garcia established the Colorado Opportunity Scholarship Initiative. Through COSI, the state provides dollar-to-dollar matches for scholarship donations that support degree and certificate completion for low-income state residents. Most of our scholarships funded by COSI are in our career and technical education programs. And by the way, we are proud to call Joe Garcia Chancellor Garcia and boss, as he is now the head of the Colorado Community College system. We are committed to equitable outcomes for our students, meaning that each student has equal opportunities in their careers and lives when they complete PPCC. Because education is one of the most effective pathways to economic self-sufficiency and civic participation, we've worked hard to make sure that scholarship recipients mirror the student body at PPCC. Scholarships are designed to support people who have clear goals for degree or certificate completion. So our scholarship recipients tend to be slightly older than the student body. As you can see, 40% are between the ages of 25 and 34 years of age. We are in the business of transformation. PPCC is here when economic downturns happen to help students retrain and refocus so they can get the new jobs that are available as time goes by. And although we certainly never planned for something as massive as the pandemic, we have always planned to support our students through the tough times. Our lower income communities and communities of color were the first to lose their jobs as a result of the pandemic, to lose their homes, to lose their lives. Our students have been disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, and we are so grateful to our coaches and mentors who work with the scholarship recipients to help them through this tough time. I want to take a moment to thank Yvette Butler, Nikidra Bullock, Crystal Navarro, and Selena Moore-Allen for all of the work that you do to keep our scholarship recipients and all students at PPCC anchored, looking forward, and keeping their eyes on the prize of graduation.
My name is Benjamin Randall. Receiving the Kane Scholarship means that I can major in math at PPCC and UCCS with the goal of becoming an actuary, maintaining a 4.0 GPA, and practicing and performing classical piano 5 hours each day. Thank you to the Kane Family Foundation for their generous scholarship.
It is now my honor to introduce you to tonight Tyson Nunn. He is indeed an essential worker, both as chair of the Pikes Peak Community College Foundation, and as president of Nunn Construction. Tyson is now in his 6th year on the board, and he has been with us through a lot of change and a lot of growth. And he has helped us navigate with kindness, with wisdom, and with laughter. Thank you, Tyson.
Okay, thank you, Lisa, for that introduction. And once again, thank you all for joining us here today with this virtual celebration. Before I get started, I want to thank the Pikes Peak Community College Foundation. They are volunteers that work tirelessly promoting PPCC students and programs, and we would not be where we are today without them. So thank you so much. I'm very proud to be a part of that group and that organization. I want to talk to the donors today, and I want to talk to the students as well. I have messages for both of you. So let's start with the donors. First, I want to thank you. Your gifts this year are so important. They're important every year, but this year especially, we couldn't do all these amazing things without your dollars. And I just want to talk about how important your dollars are. I want to start by saying 2020. What do those numbers mean to you? I tell you, it means a terrible year to me, a very challenging year. And I can't wait to get to New Year's and kick it in the pants and get on to the next one, quite frankly. But I've always been told, never waste a crisis. Through crisis, we can grow and change. We can also be very grateful for the country we live in as well, because this country allows us to grow and change, right? So I start by being grateful first, but then I know we do have some work to get done. And by supporting Pikes Peak Community College, we support an institution that helps others change their economic reality. Some folks that are in very difficult economic realities. You know, I just got through finishing a book called Band of Brothers by Stephen Ambrose. And it's a book about World War II and those soldiers coming back from the war. They weren't always necessarily knowing what they're going to do with their lives, but there was this opportunity called the GI Bill that they had created so they could go to college and they could get college for free. But the term that resonated with me is it wasn't a handout, it was a hand up for people that wanted to change their lives and do great things. And that's what we're doing with these students. These students need a hand up and they will do great things because they're amazing. I mean, just look at the videos that we're seeing today. By supporting PPCC, you're also promoting diversity. It's a diverse community college. People from all walks of life, ethnicities, realities, they go to PPCC to get better, to gain skills, and your dollars are helping them. What your dollars are doing is filling a pipeline with diverse candidates for us to add into the workforce. We are done with the time of sitting back in our businesses and saying, I'm just going to hire whoever the best candidate walks through the door is. That's being lazy. We have to do better as a society. We have to support organizations like PPCC that creates diverse candidates for us to consider and add to our organizations. And you know what? It'll make you better. We felt that firsthand at non-construction. The more diverse we become, the better we become, and the more we can do for our clients. And so I can think, as a fellow donor, I can think of no better way of investing dollars than investing in PPCC. They create amazing change, and what we all need to do is we need to share this information, this secret that we have with others that may not know about PPCC, and tell them that they can invest in some amazing people and change if they invest in Pikes Peak Community College. Now I'd like to give a little bit of advice to the students of PPCC. I know my kids are absolutely sick of all my advice, so I'm going to give you a little bit. And I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice. One, the first piece is to believe in yourself. This came to my mind whenever I was looking at a lot of y'all's videos and you said, I can't believe I got this scholarship. The single biggest advocate in your life has to be yourself. You have to believe you can do great things. This belief will give you perseverance because the path is not always going to be smooth. Perseverance, I've heard defined as if you get knocked down 8 times, get up 9. Keep working hard to reach where you want to go and persevere, believe in yourself. Number 2, develop a work ethic. There's no better tool than having an amazing work ethic. I very rarely am the smartest guy sitting in the room. I've been able to achieve some pretty good things, and it's all been due to a hard work ethic. And the best way to develop this is to create goals, because work's work, right? I mean, it's not always easy. It can take a lot of time. It can be a drag. But if you create these amazing goals, then you'll strive to work hard to reach them. And once you reach those goals, set some more. Keep going, keep working hard, and you'll look back and see that you've achieved some amazing things. And the final thing is surround yourself with good people, with great people. Surround yourself with organizations and people that will put wind in your sails to help you achieve. You know, this has been a difficult year. It's been really divisive. And I've heard this African saying over and over, and I think it's very appropriate. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So create a group of people that will help you achieve great things. And you never know, you might help them in their journeys along the way as well. So that's the advice. That's my talk today. Thanks for listening to me. Not that you have much choice. These are the virtual world that we live in, but thank you for all you do, donors. Thank you, students, for your hard work and your efforts. Now I'd like to turn it over to Patrice Christian with the Southern Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce Foundation. And then after Patrice, we'll hear from some more students.
I'm Patrice Christian with the Southern Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce Foundation. Education has the power to change lives. Partnering for scholarships with Pikes Peak Community College allows us to reach more women who are overcoming difficult situations with life-changing opportunities. Thank you, PPCC, for providing programs that are responsive to the needs of our community.
The scholarship I received has helped me pay for this semester and next semester. It has taken the burden off of me and my family's shoulders of how to pay for college, and it has given me time to make sure that I can pay off my loans I've taken in a previous semester. It's allowed me to focus on my future and my education more instead of focusing on where the money will come from to pay for it. I'm very thankful for this opportunity.
As Tyson said, surround yourself with great people. We are lucky to do just that, and I'm really excited to share these great people with you. Joining us next is a live panel with some of our scholarship recipients. They each bring different and important perspectives to this conversation. Our moderator is Victoria Scott. Like Victoria, most of our panelists are the first in their family to go to college, and they are Tracy Asher, Melissa Palomero Garcia, Martin Roberts, and Robert Williams. I am very sorry to share with you that Kasia Johnson, one of our Dakota Promise students, is ill today and will not be able to join us.
Tracy, why did you decide to attend PPCC?
Well, for me, after doing some research on different community colleges kind of in the area, there's just something different about Pikes Peak. And they provided like an ease of learning with the different resources that they have, especially with me being a military veteran. So having that aspect of it, it just made it easier for me, and I just felt comfortable going with Pikes Peak Community College.
Thank you.
And it's a cool college.
Agreed. How about you, Melissa?
One of the main reasons why I decided to attend Pikes Peak is the financial reasons. After investigating other colleges and like universities here in Colorado, the first 2 years at a university are extremely similar to the first 2 years at a community college. So after seeing those and comparing them, I decided that Pikes Peak would be the best choice.
Very good, thank you. And how about you, Martin?
I decided to go to Pikes Peak Community College because it has a diverse range of degrees to achieve. I'm currently in my associates for cybersecurity, and I want to transfer to UCCS for my bachelor's, so it seemed like a good college to start with.
Fantastic. And Robert, how about you? Why did you decide to attend PPCC?
I decided to attend Pikes Peak Community College to create a future in which I could be financially stable and I better serve my community.
That's a great answer. Thank you. Okay, next question. What has surprised you the most about being at PPCC? We'll start with Melissa.
The thing that has probably surprised me the most is that there's so many resources for students. There's so many people that want every student to achieve their goals. So there's many resources that are available to students in order for them to be able to achieve those goals.
Great, thank you. How about you, Tracy? What has surprised you the most about being at PPCC?
The resources that PPCC has for the students, I say especially with being, like I said, a military veteran, the ones that they offer for veterans, it's really huge. So it encourages other veterans, whether you're veteran or you're still, part of the service, armed forces, you still have the opportunity because of the vast resources that Pikes Peaks have. And like I said, it's just a really cool college to go to, and just the people, whether it be financial aid, the foundation, everything is just really awesome. And you have that there for anybody who wants to go to Pikes Peak to do it. Just do it.
Very good, thank you. So next question. What's been your biggest challenge this semester, Robert?
My biggest challenge this semester, I have to be dealing with the COVID and maintaining being a full-time student.
Yeah, I can agree. And how about you, Martin? What's been your biggest challenge this semester?
I would have to say that it's COVID as well, especially everything going online. I have a lot of math classes this semester, so I'm more of like a visual learner, so being able to see stuff in person is a lot easier. But Pikes Peak has done a lot to make sure that there's tutoring available, especially for math.
Very good. All right, we're going to go on to a next question. What are you most proud of in your work at PPCC? How about you, Melissa?
Like taking advantage of like the resources available, like tutors and the learning commons and stuff. It does create a sense of like pride when turning in assignments and like getting a good grade on them, because you know that you worked really hard and you took advantage of like the resources available to you.
Great, thank you. And how about you, Martin? What are you most proud of in your work at PPCC?
So I'm finishing out the second year of my associates, so I've had a lot of achievements that have happened. But the main achievement that I've had is being able to work with the city of Colorado Springs in order to implement smart technologies for Colorado Springs and the Colorado community.
Wow, that's great. That's amazing.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move on to our next question. How did getting a scholarship make a difference for you, Robert?
Receiving a scholarship has kept me motivated semester by semester, and has helped me be the best that I can be every year. It is also helping me get me not had to pay out of pocket since I've started my entire school year, which is really, really beneficial. I am truly happy.
That's really good. And how about you, Tracy? How did getting a scholarship make a difference for you?
As one of the recipients for the Pikes Peak 50th Promise Scholarship, it lifted a huge burden. It allowed me to just breathe and not have to worry about, okay, am I going to be able to do this? Can I continue my education? And just with everything else going on, having a financial worry on top of COVID, this scholarship was a huge blessing. And I'm just so thankful, thankful, thankful. Thank you all. Thank you.
Agree. All right, next question. What is the one thing you would tell your brothers and sisters about going to school at PPCC? Melissa?
I would tell them that attending Pikes Peak Community College is a good way to invest in your future. It has allows you to meet a lot of different people. There's a lot of diverse people in that school. And I would also tell them that to take advantage of the resources that Pikes Peak has.
Fantastic. And back to Tracy. What is the one thing you would tell your brothers and sisters about going to school at PPCC?
Let them know that this is a good place to start. It's just like what Mr. Tyson said, how, you know, to bet on yourself. Don't be fearful of starting small, because sometimes universities can be overwhelming or whatnot. And starting small, there's nothing wrong with that. And PPCC is a great place to start. Like I say, they have lots of resources, a lot, and go for it. Like I say, don't be fearful, regardless of your age, do it.
Very good. All right, next question. What is the most important thing you want to say to the people who gave you the money for your scholarship? I, myself, would like to say thank you to Southern Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in me. The passion that comes from the work you do to make these scholarships available is outstanding, and I thank you. How about you, Martin? What is the most important thing you want to say to the people who gave the money for your scholarship?
The most important thing that I want to say to the donors is thank you as well. Without scholarships like these and people being able to fund them, I would have to take out loans in order to finish my degree, as well as focus on juggling home life, work, as well as school. With this, I can just focus on school solely.
That's great. And how about you, Robert? What is the most important thing you want to say to the people who gave the money for your scholarship?
I am the recipient of 3 scholarships, the Armed Forces Cyber Education Award, the Cozy Foundation Award, and then the Guy Rock Scholarship Fund. Without these, I might not even be able to be close to graduating. And without these, I would be having to worry about probably going into student debt, pulling out student loans. And I am grateful that I still have yet had to pay out of pocket for my tuition. So thank you.
You're welcome. And how about you, Melissa? What is the most important thing you want to say to the people who gave the money for your scholarship?
I would like to say thank you as well. Receiving the scholarship has allowed me to continue my dreams and my goals and my education. Without it, I don't think I'd be able to attend a college. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Melissa. And you, Tracy.
For me, I want to thank Ms. CJ, Yemi, Lisa James, and the late member, Mr. Rodney Wells, on believing in me. Because without them, I would not have been able to go back to school for this semester or for the upcoming semester. It's just been a blessing. I can continue to move forward in my education and be a positive and productive member in my community, being able to help those that I come in contact with within my chosen field, in the medical field. So I'm so thankful. Thank you, guys. Mwah.
Thank you to everyone. Next question. Tell us about your favorite class this year. And for me, my favorite class this year is math. Hard to say. Financial mathematics even. The last time I received an A on a math exam was in junior high school. This has been a great semester. How about you, Melissa? Tell us about your favorite class this year.
My favorite class so far is my crime scene investigations class. I was thinking of pursuing a going into the crimes investigation field. So being able to like take that class has allowed me to get a glimpse of what that's like, and I really enjoy it.
Fantastic. And tell us about your favorite class this year, Robert.
My favorite class this year would have to be my network security fundamentals class. It goes over cybersecurity strategies that I hope I can use one day for the law enforcement.
Great. And how about you, Martin? Tell us about your favorite class this year.
My favorite class this year would be networking for cybersecurity. I want to get my degree in cyber forensics, my emphasis. So being able to do that and find out about technology is really awesome.
Great. And Tracy, do you have a favorite class this year?
For me, it's been my coding classes, to be able to basically see what's behind the scenes of how things are built and people are with their medical records and just different things like that. That's been interesting because it does take some work from behind the scenes of getting it correct, because you don't want to send out the wrong bill to a patient. And Ms. Beckman rocks.
Fantastic. All right, next question. In this year of surprises, what gives you hope, Melissa?
I would have to say just like family and close friends give me hope, knowing that there's other people who also want me to continue my education and to continue doing good in school. It just gives me hope for the upcoming semesters.
Thank you, Melissa. And how about you, Robert? In this year of surprises, what gives you hope?
What it gives me hope is that what gives me hope is that we are one of the few schools that have been infected by the COVID, and that we are still pushing through the pandemic.
Very good. Thank you, Robert. And Martin, in this year of surprises, what gives you hope?
What gives me hope is being able to graduate from Pikes Peak Community College after the semester with no debt for my degree, thanks to the founders.
Thank you. And Tracy, in this year of surprises, what gives you hope?
For me, it's my faith, because we've gone through some surprises. I've had some loss during this pandemic. So my faith to know that, okay, I can still continue on and still have the support of family and friends. And it's just been a blessing. My faith.
Thank you. I can agree as well. My faith as well. So in closing, I want to thank everyone on the panel. I would like to congratulate all of PPCC's scholarship recipients and close with a quote. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. Nelson Mandela. Next, we have Lisa James. Thank you, everyone.
I almost don't know what to say. Victoria, Tracy, Melissa, Martin, and Robert, you are so awesome. I am so glad that we get to share with everyone who's with, with us today, or who will look at this in the future, just how powerful, how amazing our PPCC students are. I'm so moved by how many of you say that PPCC helps you be more involved with your community, not just with your personal goals. You rock. Thank you. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Lance Bolton, the president of Pikes Peak Community College. We are beyond grateful for the fact that he leads with clarity and compassion, making sure that we can fulfill our educational mission while keeping people safe. Lance?
Thank you for that introduction, Lisa. We're still calling this our foundation luncheon, and I have to tell you, I miss sitting around the table with you, our generous donors and volunteers, and our amazing students. Hearing the stories about lives transformed at PPCC has always been the most rewarding part of my job, and even virtually, your stories touch me. This is my 10th year at Pikes Peak Community College, and I certainly didn't expect to start it this way. As an institution and as individuals, we've been weathering a storm that none of us saw coming. But I have to give tremendous credit to our faculty. They turned on a dime. Once the pandemic struck, they reimagined their classrooms, building on our long experience with online education and innovating with new kinds of instruction, integrating more Zoom sessions and mixing different modes. One of the most cutting edge and technology intensive that we're calling HighFlex gives students the choice on any given day of going to campus or attending remotely. And if I'm calling out our instructors for their determination and innovative spirit, I have to give extraordinary credit to our students who accepted these challenges without missing a beat. Your success rates through spring and summer seem to match up well with previous years. That success is truly astounding when you consider the disruption in your lives. So many of you have lost jobs and your livelihood. So many face crippling isolation and emotional challenges. Some of you have even lost loved ones. We are living in extraordinary times. We may not know the full impact of all that is happening in our lifetimes. It may take historians for us to figure it out. We weathered the election where historic numbers of voters faced the challenges of the pandemic to make sure their voices were heard. Layered on top of this is the renewed energy and activism of today's civil rights movement, the continued struggle for equality in our nation. It often feels like PPCC sits in the center of all of this, which can be daunting. But here's what gives me hope. Through it all, you held on to your dreams. For students, it's meant buckling down and doing the hard work to move toward that degree or certificate, not letting up until you get that job done as a pharmacy technician, a teacher, or a CPA. That's tough. I know it is. It takes grit to experience the chaos around you and still maintain your focus, your determination to reach your dreams. For donors and volunteers, it's meant focusing and making a difference. You can see that difference here today. You can see it in the faces of our grateful students who would not have been able to pursue their dreams without your help, without the boost and blessing you've given them. One of the things that I heard recently that touched me was a student who said it wasn't just about getting tuition paid. It wasn't just about getting help with books. It wasn't just about being able to cut back work from 50 hours to 40, which blows my mind. It was about somebody believing in them, somebody having their back. Support like that is the fundamental building block of hope, and hope is our greatest weapon. Our greatest way to lift up our students, and when you help our students, you help more than a person, you help our community. Consider the state of our local economy. I am so heartened and optimistic that a vaccine may soon be available to end this pandemic, but the economic fallout is expected to continue. We're going to need to dig ourselves out of this, and these scholarships are the biggest shovels our community has. Our students will be a huge part of the economic drive that leads to our recovery. I look at the generosity that is the driver for that change, and I see an army of volunteers who stepped in to review scholarships so our faculty could focus on transforming their classrooms to virtual space. To our donors, you literally change lives every day through Dakota Promise, Inspire, AFCEA, Kane Family, and INT scholarships. And through all of the 60 different scholarships the PPCC Foundation awards. We are grateful to the Colorado Opportunity Scholarship Initiative for their transformative matching funds. So to each of you, I say thank you. Let me share a few other thank yous now.
Thank you!
I want to say thank you to the Cozy Scholarship Foundation. Because of them this semester I can focus more on hanging out with my little girl and not working all these extra hours. Say thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you.
And I would like to thank you in Nepali. Dhanyavad.
Thank you.
I couldn't be more grateful, so thank you so much.
Thank you for making it possible.
Thank you so much for honoring me with this scholarship here.
Thank you.
Myself, I'd like to give a personal thank you to all the donors and the people that make that scholarship possible.
Thank you for this awesome scholarship.
Muchísimas gracias por esta oportunidad.
Thank you PPCC Foundation. Maraming salamat.
Mulțumesc frumos. Grazie mille. Dankeschön.
Muchas gracias.
And I just wanted to say thank you to tomorrow since I'm from Guam. Sizu is Masi.
If you're a donor to the PPCC Foundation, you have heard me say thank you for changing lives with PPCC all the time. I hope that every person with us today can see, feel, and believe in that change. I think we all want to be dazzling individuals, just like Jocelyn in the very opening of our show today. I hope that our gathering has brought a little sparkle to each of you. And I want to thank the people who have been involved in helping us transition from what is always a joyous luncheon into a joyous virtual session. I actually could not conceive how we could make this change. But thanks to Steve Weed, I think we've shared a little of the excitement and energy with you virtually that you would have had if we were live. I want to thank Warren Epstein, Tamara Canifax, Noel Dolan, Karen Coverly, and Matt Radcliffe. You are the geniuses behind the marketing at PPCC, and you are the patient geniuses who help get us to the finish line on time and right every time. We wouldn't have a reason to gather if it weren't for the work of our foundation team, Jessica Knudsen and Sarah Catanza. I am so grateful for everything that you do at seemingly every hour of the day or night, according to my inbox, to keep things going, to support our students, to support our donors, and to make all of this possible. To the foundation board, wow, talk about a bunch of dazzling individuals. We are blessed to get to work with you every day. And with that, I'm going to wish you a great afternoon and hope you've had a fabulous lunch. I would normally be thinking the chefs right now, but instead I'll just think of each of you for joining us. And please have a great day and take care. Stay safe.